Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. Today's question is topological sort. Now this question is a graph question. You can see that basically a DAG question, directed acyclic graph. So you can understand the question by the description, but we have to check if the graph is topological sorted, and we have to find the order possible, and if it is possible then we return true, other than false. You can see the example, and now we are going to do the coding here. Now the first step will be we are going to initialize adjacency list and in degree array. For doing that we are going to create our adjacency. Now in Python this is very simple to create array for I in range with our vertices, right? Now this is our adjacency list for the graph, and in degree will be like 0 multiplied by vertices. Now we are going to build the graph and compute in degrees. For this we are going our for u comma v in our edges. Now our adjacency of u going to append in our v, and now in degree will be in degree of v will be incremented by 1, and now we are going to add all the nodes with in degree 0 to the queue. Now define our queue as dec, and now for I in range our vertices we check if in degree of I is equal to our 0, then we append in our queue our I. Now these nodes can appear first in topological order. Now we are going to simply create our topo order, right? Defined as empty array. Now we are going to process the node in queue. For doing that we are going to put our while queue statement. While if our queue exists, then node will be queue dot pop left. Now we left that we pop left, and then we are going to append in our topo order our node. After popping we are going to add our node in our topo order, right? Now for neighbor in our adjacency list, in our node, now we are going to in degree of our neigh br neighbor and decrement that. Now if our in degree of neighbor don't think that if you are not getting this code, because I am going to explain it again. If our in degree of neighbor neighbor is equal to 0, if it is that, then we are going to append in our queue. We have to check our spelling is correct or not. Now our last and final step, we check if our topological sort was possible if there is no cycle in our graph. Now for that we are going to check if our length of topo order is equal to our vertices. If that's the case, then we return our topo order. If it is not, then we return nothing. Now let's compile the code. and hope that works for us. We are getting syntax error or what? Oh, sorry. Let's compile that again. And again with the error. Oh, sorry, I forget to import our queue. Let me do that from there. From our collections library, we are going to import our deck. Let's run that again, and you can see our case has been accepted. Let's submit that and hope that works for all the cases. And as you can see, I guess it will work for all the cases, taking too much time in GFG. See, we are correct. So as you can see, every case has been accepted. Now let me explain that again. At the first, we are going to initialize our adjacency list and in degree array. Now for that, we are going further. This line indicates adjacency list for the graph, and this line indicates it will keep the track of incoming edges to each node. Now from that, we are going to build the graph and compute in degree, and this line indicates it most like means u comes before v. So because it is the condition of topological sorting, and if it is that, then we increment in degree of v. Now we are going to add all nodes with in degree 0 to the queue after this line, and now for we are going to add all the nodes, and in the end these nodes can be appear first in the topological order. Now this is the processing part. Differentiate that. Now from that, we are going to process node in our queue, and now here is it here we are going to add current node to the topological ordering, and here we are going in for all our adjacent node, going to remove our current node, and if in degree becomes 0, then we are going to add to the queue. Now after that, we are going to check if topological sort was possible if there is no cycle. Now if there is no cycle, we return our topological order. If there is, then graph had a cycle, so it is not DAG, right? And for your reference, I am going to add the comments here so you can understand. Now this is the whole code. After the comments, you can understand by the comments also. And if you like my solution, you can subscribe my channel, comment, like and share. If you have any doubt, you can comment, I can solve that doubt. Also, I have made many coding questions playlist, you can access all of that, and this question comes in the company like Flipkart, Amazon and all. So also you have to try this question, and I seen this question many times, the topological sort. So you should prepare this question in a very good way. Thank you.